I don't know what else to tell you. Where have I been? I think I'm going to edit together a couple of different takes of this because, yeah, I thought, you know what, I'll just throw together a little sort of summary of what's been going on, where I'm at. Hey, I'm living in a van. Life's been difficult, but, you know, surviving. I'm doing lots of cool stuff, lots of interesting stuff, but it's difficult to open up. Yeah. Where have I been? I've recorded this a couple of times, mostly because I was holding the microphone on my phone. I'm recording on my phone, not my broken cam. Broken cam will be back, so never fear. I am coming to you from inside my camper van. So my last video that I posted was leaving my, I called it my penthouse flat apartment. I can't remember what it was called. But I had my flat in London, so I moved to London from Bristol, which I can't remember, did I ever explain? That was due to a separation and then subsequent divorce. So for 2 years, it's basically been like all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm currently in a camper van. So I left my, what's a good angle? I'm sort of uplit from my steering lock. Let's make this quick. I left my penthouse. Maybe I'll link the video. It was a nice space. I was in a bad place. Work has been difficult. I essentially do a couple of teaching jobs which are on 0-hour contracts. I do loads of freelance work, which is freelance work. So inevitably volatile in terms of workload and income and all of that. So you're juggling lots of different things and they're all a bit unpredictable and unreliable. So why am I in a van? Well, I lived essentially temporarily in another flat with some peeps. Yeah, very lovely people, and I moved out into a van. So technically homeless. Houseless, not homeless, is the nice way of looking at it, but essentially with the money up and down all the time, rental costs being ridiculous, got a van just in time to stop me from sleeping on the street. So perhaps I'll talk you through my van at some point, but it's a lot of fun. It's nice to have the freedom. It's nice to not have that financial stress during the bad times. So when I've got, like, you know, loads of different types of work coming in, but when inevitably you have holidays, you don't get paid for the teaching because the teaching stops. If there are no gigs coming in, that sort of thing. So you ride like a high, and then there's a sudden low, and that low could last for a little, you know, a few months or more, or weeks. So during the good times, life's good, but during those lows, it's quite a struggle. You have to try and save for those, which it's the same for everyone who's a musician, it's the same. But I was paying London rent, and I hadn't really set myself up, and I was struggling to get work and to maintain work and all that stuff. My mental health took a serious dip with divorce stuff and just stress and depression and anxiety and all of that kind of stuff. So they are not conducive to building a self-employed portfolio of work. It's difficult to practice, which then as a musician makes life even harder because you lose a lot of self-belief, and then you play stupid mistakes at gigs or something, and then you know, it's a downward spiral. So anyway, don't know if you can really see, but where have I been? I've been having all sorts of adventures, drive to gigs, sleep in the van, that kind of thing, drive around the country. Maybe I'll do another little video just talking about some of the adventures. I bet that's a thing already. That's going to be a hashtag and a channel and a group of people or something. I didn't really fancy filming a bunch of stuff, because why would I? I've not been in a very happy place. So I'm quite good at putting on a happy face when I'm in a professional situation, when I've got to work, when I'm teaching, when I'm doing something. So I've been travelling around. I've maintained a few different kind of teaching positions. I've been working with different artists, and that has meant I've managed to travel around the country, working in different cities, going back to Birmingham and Bristol and London, and even up to like Edinburgh for the Fringe, and a bunch in South Wales, all over the shop. So Southwest a bunch, around London, Oxford in between, Oxford in between Birmingham and London, up and down. The Cotswolds are kind of in between Bristol and Birmingham as well. So I've kind of been travelling around lots, doing lots of cool stuff actually. So even though life's been difficult, I've had lots of really interesting bits of work and different things going on as well. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, life's at a point where the divorce is now done. 2 years, a lot of stress and anxiety and struggling to cope with it all. But that has finally kind of come to a conclusion. So from here on out, things will hopefully get a bit better. We'll find out, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. Where have I been? I thought, you know what, I'll just throw together a little sort of summary of what's been going on, where I'm at. Hey, I'm living in a van. Life's been difficult, but, surviving. I'm doing lots of cool stuff, lots of interesting stuff, but it's difficult to open up. Yeah, I don't know. Do you know what? Life's difficult. It has ups and downs. I feel like when there's really good stuff going on in my life, I tend to forget to film it. I tend to forget to kind of make little YouTube videos and show it. So there's a couple of like videos of me losing my drum office during a house move when I lost my little space, and then me losing my penthouse suite. So there's a few videos where when things are going south, when things are going wrong, it's easy to kind of in that moment make a few videos or something, but I should probably make more positive ones as well, which I suppose I do with the gig footage. So check out the stuff with KTMF. I covered drums for Cosmic Ninja for a few years now. Maybe I'll do a video talking about that, but playing a bunch of festivals, and I lost a bunch of the footage of that because my hard drive died. So I've been up to lots of different things, lots of different gigs. Maybe I'll put in some gig footage. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a few videos, so I'll let you know. I'll do a short one just saying, this is where I'm at, this is what's been going on roughly, and then I'm going to follow it up with some positive stuff, and I'll show you some gig footage, I'll show you some fun things. Maybe I'll show you the van. Do a van tour? I don't know if that's like a thing. Well, it is a thing. I know it's a thing. I've been following people who live in vans and stuff, so it's definitely a thing, but I don't know if it's a thing for me. Maybe I'll show you the van, show you what's up. It's essentially custom made for surfers, so it has a whole surf kind of rack section that's waterproof, has a secure kind of bit that I can fit a drum kit in. Yeah, and it's a living space, got a cooker and sink and electrics and lights and sockets and a 240 hookup, so you can plug all sorts of stuff in, like a TV and an Xbox or whatever you fancy. It is diesel, and I'd rather have something that was more environmentally friendly and didn't smell so much. It's an older diesel. That was either fireworks or gunshots. I am on a council estate in London at the moment, so all the animals are freaking out. I don't know if you heard that. Could you hear that? I don't know. But anyway, I will follow up this video with a few other fun ones. Thank you for listening.